Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some little tips and tricks that I use on myself and how I improved my makeup skills. And also I taught my mom and my sister how to improve on their either like foundation or even how to do eyeshadow or like their brows. I just showed them like little tips and they slowly started getting better, and it makes me so happy. So I hope I'm able to tell you guys how I taught them and what kind of like tips I told them, and I'm just very happy that I was able to do that for them. So I was like, why not teach you guys how I did it? So if you guys want to see that, let's just get started. So I decided to do my makeup with you guys if you guys are watching this and doing your makeup, but I just want to tell you guys that really quick. So I have no makeup on right now. I do want to say that I did wash my face and I toned it and I put a brightening serum on. So I tend to always do that before I'm going to do my makeup, or even when I'm done doing my makeup, that's when I always do. So that's tip number one. Make sure that you're always preparing your face and you always clean your face. That's like the main goal. Another tip, it is to make sure that you use products that are really good for your skin type. I have really dry skin, so I like to use the Milk Makeup skin care that they have going on. This is the Milk Makeup matcha cleanser that I used on my face, and then right after I finish washing my face, I like to use the matcha toner, and then actually after that I like to use the brightening serum, and then this is the cooling water, the watermelon brightening serum. It looks like this. So I like to use this. As you can tell, I use them a lot, so I'm always using this. I even like to have this under as my base, kind of like a primer, so that kind of works with your skin. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. So it's important to know the kind of skin type that you have, like that you can kind of see what primer is good for your skin type. And another thing that is really important is that if you're gonna use like a foundation that's like super mattifying, but you don't want your face to look too matte, it'll be nice for you to use like a dewy kind of primer and then use like a matte foundation, and it's gonna look nice. For example, I use the Hydro Grip Primer, which is like a very dewy, very sticky kind of primer, and I use a Fenty Beauty foundation. So this Fenty Beauty foundation, for me, it is very matte. Since I have dry skin, this Milk Hydro Grip Primer helps my skin feel moisturized and gives it that moisture that it needs for a matte foundation. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be applying foundation on. So what I like to do is making sure that I apply with a brush or a sponge, but I'm going to be showing you guys a sponge because my sister and my mom use a sponge. That's how I taught them. So I feel like people that do their own makeup are always scared to put a lot of foundation on, but that's the kind of coverage that you're going to get. So I told my sister, don't be afraid to put a lot of makeup on, because as long as you have like your nice base, you can have mascara and have like your brows on and you're gonna look good. Trust me, like as long as you have that on, you don't need that much makeup, like as in like shadow and everything, you know. So make sure that you get your sponge and your foundation. I have it on the palm, on the back of my hand. So you're gonna go ahead and start applying it. And I want to say that don't be scared to like apply the foundation, and make sure that you put it in covering the area that you want it to cover really good, depending on the kind of coverage you like. But don't be scared, like I'm telling you guys, don't be scared to add that coverage on. Like don't be scared to put a lot of foundation. Like that's gonna, trust me, like if you're not trying to have a lot of makeup on, as long as your foundation's good, like that's all I can say. That's what I was telling my mom and my sister. So what I did, like when I was teaching them, is that I would kind of like teach them while I was applying it to them. So I was just telling them like not to be scared of that, because I feel like that's what I was too, and I got the hang of it really quick. So I do want to say another thing. Right now my mom and my sister are loving the Milani Foundation. So since the Milani Foundation is like that full coverage kind of foundation, like medium to full coverage, they really like it. So my sister used to use the Fit Me, the Maybelline one, but she said that one's like, as in like that's kind of like a medium buildable coverage, but it's not as full coverage as the Milani one. So what I recommend is just getting that nice medium to full coverage, mostly medium but buildable to the point where like it looks full. Like this one's kind of like full coverage, but I like to just kind of use a sponge and just kind of spread it around. But trust me, I'm telling you guys, that helps. So for concealer, I like to get the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. I do want to recommend, for my concealer I use light, so you want to kind of go like, for your makeup foundation you want to go a little lighter. Someone told me that I should probably go a little lighter on my concealer, but I kind of find this to be like the perfect concealer for me. So you want to go a little bit lighter on the concealer and make sure that you get the right undertone, because sometimes their concealers have their own little undertone going on. What I like to use is I like to get like kind of like a neutral kind of undertone for myself because of my skin type, or my skin, you know, complexion. So I want to say that make sure that you get the right type of concealer undertone. That's really, really important, because you don't want to look too pink, but yet you don't want to look too ashy either. So that's really, really important. So I like to do is I like to blend it with my beauty blender and make sure that you get it all the way, and make sure that you're blending it all really nicely and nice. I always like to look up when I am blending my concealer because I tend to crease a lot. And don't be scared to put a lot of concealer. Like you could put like a little bit, but it's not gonna cover. But if you get like a really like lightweight concealer, then go for it, put a lot. But if you have like a full coverage one, maybe like 3 dots and kind of do like a little V going on, and that's gonna help out a lot for your concealer. But don't be scared to put like in a good amount, because trust me, I would not put a good amount and it would just always like not be enough. And you can't just tell. It all comes together once like you blend everything out together. I feel like I cannot talk right now, but trust me, it is going to save your life. Another tip that I'm going to be giving you guys is that once you're done blending out your concealer to your under eye, you want to make sure that you just get all those fine lines covered very nicely and make sure you have no creases. And you could either use your beauty blender, but I like to use a brush for mine, and I'm using the Milk Makeup Blur and Set Powder. And what you're gonna do is get some powder and then make sure that you set your eyes very nicely and set all over your face, because that's gonna help a lot. And I do want to emphasize the fact that if you have your makeup on and you're gonna go to bed, make sure, it's really, really important, and I can't stress this enough, take off your makeup. I used to sleep with my makeup all the time, and it was so bad. I wasn't wearing that much because it looked like I would like take it off and I'm like, oh, I don't have anything, but I really did have stuff there. And that's when I would start getting like textured skin, and it was just really, really dirty. And now I notice that my skin is clearing up, but it helps a lot when I don't sleep with my makeup on. Trust me, my sister started like washing her face, and then she's following the things that I'm telling you guys now, and that helped her out so much. Don't be scared, guys. Trust me, it's possible. Just don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes and all over my face. Make sure not to put so much powder. Depending on your taste, I don't go with a lot of powder, since I only go with the brush and kind of go all over like that, enough so it can be kind of like matte and not as sticky, right? So it depends what you want and how you want to do your makeup. That's all up to you. Okay, and for my eyebrows, I will be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. You can use any product you want for your eyebrows, but I do want to say, for your brows, I feel like with any product, doesn't matter, you would always want to kind of brush your hairs up a bit, and then you want to start from the bottom to like the corner right here, the bottom, all the way to the outer corner. Move from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of start off and kind of do flicking motions going upwards, the way my hair kind of goes, and I'm slowly gonna start making it and shaping my brow here. And this whole time that I'm literally just doing flicking motions, so you guys can see. I feel like brows, literally, I don't know if anybody can teach you how to do brows. I feel like it's like a practice that you have to do yourself every single day and kind of see yourself on the way you do it. But this is the way I learned. I learned that to always start from the bottom all the way to the outer corner and kind of shape your brows, and then from there kind of follow the way your brow hairs go and shape them out like that. You're gonna start filling in the outer corner and just making sure that it has somewhat of a shape. As you can see, it's already getting a shape. This is my brow now and this is my brow before, so I feel like that kind of helps. And then with any excess product that you have here, you could kind of use a spoolie and just brush that out. And then from here, you'll see like if you need to add any more product. So I feel like I like to have a little bit more of action going on here. So I'm just gonna start flicking it out here to make it seem like it have hairs going on here. And then just fixing the top of it. As you can see, look at the difference between one brow and the other. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other brow off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we have that done, I'm gonna go ahead and do my under eye. So it's up to you if you wanna kind of clean out your brow. But it depends, seriously, it depends on you. I'm gonna just apply some of that same concealer that I use under my eye to the top lid right here. And I'm just gonna kind of dot it like so. This is just me setting my lid, because this is where I will be putting a little bit of shadow. So what I like to do is just get like a brush and I just like to kind of blend it all out to my brow bone and just giving that coverage on the lid. Should really last you guys a whole day, especially if you're using like a setting spray, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just finish this off. You could use the concealer or you can go ahead and just use like a eye primer. I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer, but right now I'm using concealer because not a lot of people like to use eye primer. So concealer also helps out a lot. And depending on the concealer, you would have to set it. Like for example, I would like to set this just a tad bit so it doesn't stay like this moist. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a brush. This is just like a brush that I like to use. And I'm gonna go ahead and use some of the setting powder that I use on my face just to kind of give this a little, just to kind of set this lid so we can go ahead and add some shadow. I'm gonna be using the Alyssa Edwards Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm gonna be using only like the neutral shades right here so you guys can see how you can create like a nice neutral look with this palette, to see how I usually do it and how I taught my mom to do it. So I told him to go ahead and get a fluffy brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fluffy brush and get the shade the Supreme right here, which is a corner right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this, and I'm gonna tell you guys to start off is on the outer corner, and make sure that you get this and start slowly blending circular motions and kind of back and forth. So you're gonna be using that technique most of the time. So that's what you guys are gonna do right now, and you're gonna keep doing that. Don't be scared to bring it in just a tad bit to the front, just to give that nice transition shade right here to your lid. You're gonna slowly keep adding more and just building it up. I'm still using the circular motions and back and forth motion, so depending how you want to blend, but I would say these two techniques, and I'm not the only one that uses this, you know. So you're gonna just keep adding that. And if you want to deepen it just a tad bit, I would tell my sister to grab another brush. So we're gonna get, it's just another small brush. We're gonna get another fluffy brush. This is a little bit smaller, and we're gonna go ahead and get the shade Hoe, which is H-O-E, whatever's. We're gonna go ahead and get that one, and then we're gonna slowly just kind of add a little bit more intensity and shadow. And then we're gonna go back again with the Supreme, and we're gonna go ahead and just blend it all out so it doesn't lose the transition color. Technically at this point, you're just gonna go back and forth. As you can see, it looks a little bit more deeper there. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then what you guys wanna be doing right here also is the same color that you use on your lid. You're gonna go ahead and use it on the bottom of your eye, depending if you wanna use like a different color, or it doesn't matter, but you're gonna go ahead and just kind of slowly connect the two shades. I'm grabbing the shade Hoe right here. I'm using these two right now. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, and I'm just gonna start slowly blending that together with the outer corner. And another thing that I want to say, I was telling my sister, is to never drag down the shadow. You always kind of want to blend outward and just kind of wing it out a bit, because whenever you do your bottom part of your eye, you're gonna slowly kind of connect it and kind of go upwards motion, and that will kind of like pull your eye more forward instead of down, because as you can see I have like kind of like a curve that goes down. So I want to make sure that I am pushing my eye a little bit higher than what it is, and then you're slowly gonna start kind of like building that together. So right now I'm getting the other fluffy brush that I use for my transition color, and I'm gonna get the shade Supreme, and we're gonna go ahead and just blend it all out here and kind of connect it. I showed my sister with neutral colors because I didn't want her to get too crazy, or I didn't want her to get too like overwhelmed. So I feel like this has helped. If you're slowly learning, I would say start off with the neutrals and then slowly see how you're doing with that, and then slowly go back and use color. But I would recommend using the neutrals, and if you want to use color, go for it. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to get like this pencil brush. This one is the Anastasia A14. And I like to get this brush, and you can even get like a deeper brown, and this is the back rolls from the Anastasia palette, of course. And I like to kind of add this on the outer corner, and this is what's gonna do is just gonna add more of the pigment to the outer corner. So what I like to do is just kind of add it right over here, and then just kind of bring it in and just add this on the water line here. And you could even slowly kind of bring that out here in the corner, outer corner, and just blend it out slowly. And then what you could do is slowly blend this together. And I would say even connect them, but you're gonna be using like not circular motions, because that's just gonna add more of the product all over. You wanna use windshield motion, kind of back and forth, just to kind of blend this together. As you can see, that's how it's looking. So right now what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go ahead and add some shimmer on my lid. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the shimmer right here. This is called Inspire, and I'm gonna put this all over my lid. So what I like to do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab a flat brush. This is the A2 from the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm gonna go ahead and just add that all over my lid. It's not like intense enough. What you're gonna do is that you're gonna go ahead and grab some of your setting spray, and you're gonna go ahead and wet your brush and grab again some of that shadow, that cream, well, some of this right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and add it all over my lid and just kind of give it more of an intensity, a little bit more like wet. You could even use your finger. My sister likes to use her finger, and she kind of does this, and it's kind of nice because you can use like the warmth of your finger. But so far that is how it's looking, and you could even use this on the inner corner. So what I like to do is get that same brush that I use and just kind of apply it and bring it down all the way to the brown right here. And even with the same brush, you can go ahead and get that same shade that you put all over your lid, depending on the lid color, of course. And you can even add that on your brow bone to give it that nice glow. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. Looks really, really nice. So right now I'm going to go ahead and put some mascara on. What I like to use, I've been using the Kush mascara. For your mascara, you're going to just kind of coat it really nice. And I like to put mascara before my lashes, so that's what I'm going to be doing. For my lashes, I am going to be using the Rouge and Rogue lashes in the style Eclipse. So right now I have some glue on my lash, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that. I did a video of how to apply your own lashes, so you just want to check that out. I will leave it in the description down below, or you can even check it on my channel. But I'm going to go ahead and apply this lash right here. But I'm done putting my lashes on. I'm going to go ahead and put some mascara on my bottom lashes just to kind of almost complete this look. I am going to finish my look off camera, like my other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we have our eyes all done, I'm gonna be doing my face. So for my face, now that we have our foundation on and everything's all good, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Maybelline City bronzer. You can find this like at Walgreens or Walmart, Target. I'm not sure where they actually have these, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this bronzer. This is in the shade 200, and I'm gonna go ahead and just bronze my face. A lot of people don't want to be using a lot of makeup, so I'm not gonna go doing like the whole contour situation. And I'm sorry if you hear a baby. Like seriously, like I'm trying to do this video and it's just been impossible. First of all, because I locked myself out of my room. Did I tell you guys that? Oh yeah, I locked myself out of my room. I left my phone inside my room, and I had to take care of 3 babies so my mom could take my brother to the gym, and then now she had to go get something else. So basically it like ruined my whole time to do the video, and I was waiting the whole time to do it, and the babies have been crying and everything, so I had to keep pausing the video. But anyways, I'm just trying to push through it. So anyways, go back to the video. A lot of people don't like to use contour, or they don't want to put so much makeup on themselves, so I like to use bronzer as a contour. So what you want to do is make sure that you focus it kind of like where the top of your ear is, and kind of bring that down slowly, just so you can get some nice bronzy action going. And you want to bring it up towards your temple and just kind of push. What I like to do is I like to get some of that bronzer and add it to my temple and kind of push that back and blend it to my hairlines. So as you can tell, the difference here looks off that here, and then the definition of the bronzer. So you're gonna go ahead and do that on the other side as well. So all I like to do is that you can either tap it, or you can kind of use circular motions to blend. But what I like to do is kind of blend downwards. Never start from the bottom, always start from the top and kind of blend down. And always try to push the product going upwards and not downwards, because you don't want to blend it all out here. So you want to kind of slowly start pushing it up, blend it all upwards. And the same thing on your temple. Depending on your forehead, you can go ahead and add it to your forehead, but you can kind of, you know, depending if you want to contour it. But I feel like I have like a medium-sized forehead, so what I like to do is I like to kind of blend the temple right here, not the temple, but like the edges of my forehead, to kind of bring them back and then bring my forehead forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep blending this on the edges around, circular motions. And that's what I told my sister to do, just keep using circular motions to blend, and like that you don't like you're wearing too much makeup. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and put some blush on. So for my blush, I am gonna be using the Milk Cosmetics. This one is in the shade Cali Dream, and you're gonna go ahead and get a brush, and then we're gonna go ahead and use this blush right here, and then kind of slowly add it a little bit above your contour and kind of like in the middle, and just kind of blend that. It depends on your taste on the blush. You can kind of put it like right here in the middle, but I like to just kind of blend it with my contour. And we're gonna do that on both sides using circular motions. You can use like an angled brush, but it doesn't really matter as long as you use a brush like this or a brush like this. It doesn't really matter depending on the size of your face, basically. Okay, now for the fun part, which is the highlighting. So what I like to do is always make sure that you use like a setting powder that it's good for your skin. I really like this Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder, setting spray. I'm sorry, can't talk. But setting spray, this is like honestly the best, and like a lot of people really like it. So if a lot of people really like it, it's for a reason. So what I like to do is set my face. And then we're gonna, I ate that. So what we're gonna do is wait a bit. Not too much, but like enough where it doesn't feel as wet. So we're gonna just do this a little bit quick. The highlighter brush that I've been using lately is this Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter, and this is really good. This one is the A23. I like to get this, and I love to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills and Resi highlighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this. And what I like to do is just focus it on my brow bone right here. So what I like to do is just kind of focus it there, and then slowly kind of do circular motions and blend it upwards. As you can see, depending on your face or anything like that, that's where you're going to be putting it. As you can see, kind of like right here, I like to blend it there so you guys can see forward when I have like that. Look at that, so pretty. So I want to do the same thing on the other side. I'm blending that upwards, right that. I like to put a little bit on my nose, on the middle right here, a little bit on my forehead, depending on the type. If you're oily, do not do this. I do this because I am dry as hell, so I like to kind of look really dewy. but depending on your skin type, if you're literally very oily, I would just say use it here. That's it. Don't put it on your nose because you'll look really, really oily. But so far, this is what I like to do. My mom doesn't like to put too much highlight because of her textured skin. She is like 43, I think. That's how old my mom is. So that looks really, really nice. So that's basically it. You don't have to put too much as long as you're glowing on the side like this. This is all fine. I'm gonna be doing now, it's gonna be using lipstick. This is the Kat Von D Beauty in Lolita. You can go ahead and use like a lip gloss or whatever you want to be doing, but I'm going to be using this one. This lipstick, this is a cream lipstick, so that means that it's going to somewhat feel moisturized on your lips, especially on this hot day. You don't want to be wearing like a matte lip, especially if it's very, very drying. It's a big no. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this lipstick. This is the look that I created using some of the tips and tricks that I told my mom and my sister, and I hope this video helps you guys out a little bit for your own makeup skills. I know there's a lot of videos out there, but I wanted to show you guys my own because at the end of the day, everyone has their own little way to do their makeup, and this is the way I taught my sister, and now I see her do her makeup and it looks so good. And I'm just happy because she started also watching videos, so she kind of figures out how to do it and like everything, so that helps her out a lot too. So I hope this video guys helped you guys a lot. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and please subscribe. If you guys like the way I did this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And I still have foundation and concealer here anyways, but yeah, that's the way I do it, and I hope it was easy to follow. And I feel like today was just very hard to do because honestly it was not easy. I was seriously this close to not do this video, like so close. Like you guys have no idea. Like I can't believe I locked myself out of my room. I really needed to go to the restroom, and I just left the keys inside, and I lock it because I don't want my nephew to come in. But I don't know, it's just the video's up guys. It's here. So yeah, anyways, enough ranting. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you guys are not following me on Instagram and Twitter, go ahead and follow me there. I leave the link down below, and I always leave the little name here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye.